This is Dan from Action Figure Magic, and here we have a pretty awesome looking alien action figure. This is from Horsemen Studios. This is the Cosmic Legions line. This is a nice black and red female looking alien. Either that, it's either a female or it's Bugs Bunny dressed as a woman dressed as an alien. Perhaps we'll never know. We will take a look and try to figure out this riddle. And then we have another of the Cosmic Legions alien figures. This is probably one of my favorite of the Cosmic Legions figures, just the very standard classic alien, which I absolutely love. However, I am really excited about this new one. It's the T.U.5.C.C engineer. I'm not sure if we're supposed to pronounce that like the T.U.5.C.C engineer, but either way, and it comes with an unmasked head, which is pretty amazing. And there it is. You can see the story on the side. You can see the head through the side. And then here are all of the other Cosmic Legions on the back. There is an assortment of various sizes and shapes. We've got bug creatures. I do have one of the bug ones. I'm not as big of a fan of that one as I am some of the other Mythic Legions or the alien figures. So I'm probably not going to get too many more of the bugs, but I will absolutely get more of the aliens and paratroopers and stormtrooper type characters. They are fantastic. And just looking at the size comparison of these two, just so much different. Like they put so much character into each of these, and it's not just a standard body form. It's everything is unique. Everything is designed to perfection for whatever figure they're putting out. And these two are amazing. They're going to get a whole bunch of shenanigans, I would say. And taking a look at the articulation, I don't think I have any female figures from Four Horsemen Studios, so this is a little bit newer for me. They are a little bit lighter on the muscle tone, which you would expect. Mythic Legions, Marvel Legends, they respect the body, so they design it to form. The ab crunch is not too movable just because of all the armor on there. We've got about a nice 90-degree knee articulation. The hips are great, and much like Shakira, they do not lie. And just the design of this one, I am absolutely loving this figure. So let's stand her up so we can take a look at the box and grab those accessories and weapon her up. And first off the bat, we've got a nice little staff pokey weapon. This thing is gigantic. It is much taller than her, but it is actually also taller than our taller alien. So if she holds this against him, he's going to have staff envy, and it might cause a riff. Hopefully not a spatial riff, and then they will go probably attacking each other, waging wars, galactic chaos and whatnot. So there we go. She holds that, and this thing is just towering. And you can see his staff that he holds. It's got a nice ball on the top, but it's not a bladed weapon. So I think if they had to go staff against staff, she would have the literal edge in this one. But she also comes with a bunch of guns, which is what I'm excited about. So she comes with hands that have the trigger fingers. So these are the gun hands versus the one that she comes with. That is going to be for holding the staff. So let's pull those off and get the other. Ooh, okay. So that kind of snapped where it was not supposed to. Let me show you that. So it did not come out at the peg. So it looks like it might have. I'm not sure if it will snap back in place. But now she's got a peg with the loop in her arm. So that was not the design of the toy. So that is we will have to figure that one out. So what I think I'm going to do is she came with wire ties in the package. So if I slide this through, I might be able to pull it out at the peg and then put the bonus hands that she came with the trigger fingers. And then no harm, no foul. I believe these hands might be broken, so I'm not sure if I could fix them or not. Yeah, so the peg came right out, so we can plop the other ones in there. So I was luckily going to put those hands in for display anyway so that she can hold those guns. So now let's be a little bit more careful with this one. So I'm not going to put as much force on it and try to twist it out so we don't do the same thing. And it looks all right. So it's still going. And it did the same thing. All right. So this is probably, in my opinion, part of the design. This is a design flaw. I'm not sure if anyone else has this figure, if it's all Cosmic Legion figures, if it is the female figures that are a little bit more slender. But I've never had this problem with any of the Mythic Legions figures, but they're a lot bulkier, a lot more muscular, whereas Cosmic Legions, you got skinny aliens, so they've got skinnier joints. So I'm doing the same thing. I've got the wire in there. I'm going to pull the peg out, and then I'm going to put the other hands in, and those hands will probably always stay, and I will never be swapping those out because I don't want to break the gun hands. So this one's got a little bit more, it's a little bit tighter. It's also got the peg on the other end, so I can't get as good as a grip on it. But I know it works because I did it on the other one. So I just pop that guy out. There we go. Now we've got a wireframe with 2 wrists on each end. That is the new Galactic Nunchuck, I would say. And then, yeah, it looks like it snapped. There's a bar that goes across. Perhaps it's not fixed all the way. Perhaps the wrist is just a little bit too skinny. Either way, we've got our bonus hands, so I'm very happy with those. So, these things happen. Also in the package, we saw from the side, she comes with the unmasked bonus head. I think I like the helmeted look a little bit better. So I'll show you a little bit of a close up. She's got looks like a tight skin, or maybe there's not skin, maybe it's just muscle on there. Yeah, that's what's underneath the helmet. You can tell by the shape of the helmet. I think I like the helmet look better. So just based off of the wrist, I'm not going to chance taking off the head right now and plopping this one on to show it. But it's a cool head maybe in the future. These are little blaster guns, so they have little pegs on them. And she's got little circles for them on her wrist as well as on her waist. So you can just put those on there. And they also come with these little clear plastic like slots that you could put some of the accessories on her belt. So where that gun I just put on her hip, she could also holster her weapons. And that's a cool kind of interchangeable aspect of the Cosmic Legions figures that I do really like. It adds a lot more kind of fun to displaying them. So here are those clear plastic pegs, and you could put the blaster, they got the hole in them, and slide those on. Most of the weapons that they do come with, in my opinion, the peg is a little bit big for this one. On some of the other figures and weapons, it does look a little bit more like close to the body. So I think I'm just going to have her hold the guns, which is what I intended to anyway, which is why I put the gun holding hands on there. And these are just really amazing looking blasters. So she's going to be jumping all over the place. She's going to be shooting things. She's always going to have her blasters on the ready. So we'll just slide that one in, and then we'll take a look in her complete form. And I need to make the decision on if I want to keep these little blasters on the arms. I think now that she's holding them, that's just a little bit too much firepower. So I might take those forearm blasters off. But she looks incredible. I'm loving this figure. And if they put out more versions of either her or the male versions of this kind of spacesuit, I could definitely go for some other color variants. So I like this design. I think this is really incredible. And I also like the other alien figure. I just love these figures. Mythic Legions, I absolutely love those figures. And Cosmic Legions, for them to come out of the gate and have another just amazing line of action figures. Four Horsemen Studios is by far one of my all-time favorites to collect right now. And I love this figure. She is a perfect figure. A little bit weak at the wrist, but we got some bonus hands in there, so no problem whatsoever. If you get a chance, pick her up. Thanks for watching.